You know how sometimes you can't sleep and you just end up scrolling endlessly on your phone? Well, that was me. Last Tuesday night. It was almost 3 a.m. The whole house was dead silent, and I was just lying in bed, bored out of my mind. So, I did what any sane person would do. I opened up a social media app and started playing with the face filters. You know, the silly ones that give you puppy ears or giant sparkly eyes. I was trying out this new one. A creepy clown filter. My face was painted white, with a big red nose and a sinister smile. It was pretty well done, actually. I was pulling faces at the camera, chuckling to myself in the dark. Then, something weird happened. The clown filter, which was perfectly mapped to my face, suddenly flickered. And then another set of clown features, a second red nose. Another creepy smile popped up on my screen. But it wasn't on me. It was in the corner of my room, right next to the wardrobe. I froze. My heart started pounding in my chest. The corner was empty. It was dark, just a mess of shadows, but the filter was insistent, holding steady on a face that wasn't there. I laughed nervously, telling myself it was just a glitch. The app must be buggy. I waved my phone around, trying to get the second clown face to disappear, but it stayed right there, floating in the empty corner. I lowered my phone, my eyes darting to that corner. There was nothing, just darkness. I took a deep breath, my rational brain trying to find an explanation. It's just code, I told myself. It's mistaking the pattern of shadows for a human face. It happens. Feeling a little braver, I raised my phone again. The second clown face was still there. And then, it smiled. The digital mouth on the empty space twisted into a wider, more grotesque grin, and it wasn't mirroring my expression. I was staring at the phone, my mouth hanging open in shock, while the thing in the corner was smiling back at me. That's when the real fear kicked in. This wasn't a glitch. I quickly closed the app, my hands trembling. I threw my phone onto the bed and stared into the dark corner, my eyes straining to see something, anything. The silence in the room was suddenly heavy, suffocating. I felt like I wasn't alone. I could feel eyes on me, watching from the shadows where the filter had seen a face. I grabbed my blanket and pulled it up to my chin, my body rigid with fear. Then, I heard it, a soft sound, like a faint, dry whisper, coming from that exact corner. It was a scratching noise, slow, deliberate. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It sounded like fingernails dragging slowly down the wooden side of my wardrobe. My blood ran cold. I wanted to scream, to run. But I was completely The scratching stopped. The silence that followed was even worse. My ears were ringing. I held my breath, listening, praying it was just my imagination. And then, a new sound. A low, guttural chuckle. It was a horrible, raspy sound that seemed to bubble up from the darkness in the corner. It wasn't loud, but it filled the entire room, crawling under my skin and making every hair on my body stand on end. It sounded ancient and malevolent. I finally found my voice and let out a choked sob. I scrambled for the lamp on my nightstand, my fumbling hands knocking things over. As soon as my fingers hit the switch, light flooded the room. The corner was empty, absolutely, completely empty. The scratching sound was gone. The horrifying chuckle had vanished. There was nothing there, just my wardrobe and the familiar shadows it cast. But the feeling of being watched, that didn't go away. I stayed up for the rest of the night, with every single light in my room turned on, huddled in the center of my bed, staring at that corner. I haven't used a face filter since, and sometimes, when I'm lying in bed at night, in the quiet darkness, I think I can still hear a faint scratching sound coming from the corner of my room. I moved my wardrobe. By the way, it's on the other side of the room now, but I think we both know that didn't really solve anything. Thanks for listening to my story. Stay safe out there, and maybe think twice before you play with those filters late at night. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky stories. Catch you in the next one.